NVIDIA closed yesterday at $113 with a market cap of 2.78 trillion. And in this video, we're going to be looking at the technicals and some news for next week to try to figure out where we think the stock might be headed. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys my buy price where I might start building a position on this stock for a nice little swing trade for a few bucks, if you know what I mean. So on June 20th over here, we claimed the top at $140. And in 3 days after that, we had a 20% correction from 140 to like 117, 118. It was all over the news. We had corrected 20%. Oh my goodness, the world had ended. Then we consolidated for a few days, tried to reclaim that 140 top. We got up to like 136, 37. And after that, a few days later, we just absolutely tanked. And here we find ourselves at 113 bucks. So yesterday or 2 days ago, we had a nice sell-off. Again, we got to as low as 107, which is, if you look to your left, is this exact low over here, or 106, 107, around there. It was 106. And it matches up perfectly, honestly. That was insane. This got bought up so quick because if you throw a fib from swing high to swing low, that was actually the buy zone. So if you go swing high down to swing low, let's extend it out a little bit. You are going to see that this was right here was the 0.5, or as people like to call it, the golden zone. So this was a perfect buying opportunity for NVIDIA. I actually think this could be going up to like 125 max, maybe 130, because we do have some news over here, which is SIGGRAPH in a day or 2 days, actually, 22 hours, where he's going to be talking with the CEO of Fire Chat, and we have Jensen. We went over there yesterday. And you do have earnings on August 28th. NVIDIA Corporation earnings, August 28th. This could be another big one. So I think for this date, we could probably try to reclaim that 140 top, which is up here. So I think we could go running. But my buy price, it's going to be under $100 right here. This gap fill, I think, will get completed in these months right here. September, October. We could go sub 100 now. Don't get twisted with NVIDIA in the market. If it wants to tank and earnings come bad this next week with Apple, Microsoft, Google, or Google already went with Amazon, all of them. Meta's a big one too because, Zuck be going crazy with those GPUs. This could get running, but if they come in bad, Lord knows where this could go. So I'm going to be waiting for $100. That's where I'm going to start buying. Maybe 98, 99, try to get a nice little average, but I'll be fine getting in at 100. I'll just sell some covered calls, wheel and deal this. You already know how it is. Shout out to the man. And honestly, this is going to be nice. This is going to be a nice little swing trade when it gets under $100, because I think it will happen. Leave in the comment sections below if you don't think it'll get under 100, if you're an ultra bull right now. But you got to recognize these months come bad, and you do not want to go against September and October. And August, too. August is already when it starts getting bad. Well, July is, but you don't want to mess with this. I'm going to be waiting sub 100, but I would not be surprised if with earnings FOMO and with earnings running, we could find ourselves up here by 130, maybe at new all-time highs by 140s. It could push for 150s. That's already ultra pushing it. I wouldn't really be banking on it, but hey, it's NVIDIA. Anything could happen. I've seen this company go up $2 trillion in my face. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go for 150s. 140s will be incredible, honestly. And 130s will be the max. 130s, maybe 135s is where I would expect, unless we just stay range bound right here, like we did these few days, and we just stay to like 125, 115, 110, 128, and we like don't pass that 130. So this is going to get interesting these next few months. These months are hot. It's the hottest of the months because they go down. The volatility starts up. Everything gets crazy, hectic. Bonds, everything goes crazy. And I want to show you guys this little video right here that I found on Twitter where this woman started explaining the gap fill that I was talking to you guys about, because everybody knows that gap fill is there. And it's matching up with the seasonality. So take a look at this video, guys.
This week, the Mag 7, but driven by NVIDIA, because surprisingly on the day when Tesla and Alphabet were down, it was NVIDIA that was the worst drag on the markets. And here you can see it. There was a 7% decline. Yesterday, massive volatility when markets were at the lows. NVIDIA down about 7%. It then turned higher, ended up closing down about 1.7%. Right now, up about 3% on the day. So a little bit of a rebound today. Let's see if it holds. Lots for this stock and these investors to contend with, though, given the fact that at one point the stock up peak or trough to peak from the 2022 lows about 1,200%. Too far, too fast, especially as growth slows. Let's put this together with the chart, because this past year, the growth on the top line was 126%. The bottom line, 365%. This is expected to slow into the January year end dramatically to 127%. That might be one reason that we are looking at a bit of a breakdown that is somewhat obvious to anybody when you see it drawn with this trend line. The RSI, a momentum indicator, it is heading lower. So long as NVIDIA, Katie, stays below 118, it confirms a pattern that would fill a gap here. You have all these technical measures coming together, suggesting it's very, very likely that NVIDIA will fall sub 100. Stay tuned.
And honestly, I think that is exactly what's going to play out. Normally, I wouldn't, pay attention to the news. You have to, put together your analysis and you go with what you feel and what you think, not what you feel, with what you actually think was based on your studies. And I really do think this is going to go 100, bro. Everything is lining up for it. Seasonality, a gap fill right here from freaking May when we had the freaking blowout earnings. We could have a blowout earnings right now, but hey, last year they had the blowout earnings at this time and it didn't do jack either. So it's going to go wherever they want it to go. But then after that, November, December, oh man, I think this is going to be 150, 160. It's going to rally like crazy, just like I think it's going to go down. I think it's going to go straight back up in November and December, especially with elections. They're going to have another earnings in November. And that one I think will be crazy too again. So that's how I'm playing. I'm planning on playing this right now. So honestly, guys, that's all I have for NVIDIA. Leave in the comment section down below what your guys' thoughts is. I'm actually curious to know, because I want to know, We're all in this together, man. If you guys are on this channel, we follow this stock heavy. This is the #1 stock we actually follow, because I think this is going to be the hottest one the next 2, 3, 4, the next 1, 2, and 3 years. I don't want to say 4 and 5. The next 1, 2, and 3 years. So we're going to be following this one and monitoring NVIDIA very closely. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.